think about Chioma, this is what I see. That is what practice.
Kingdom. You put Hala here like church. You know why? Church is the only organized community we have in our
transportation business. I told Harrison, I said, I've already gone far. How many of us know TAP technologies?
Hackathon sessions, because that's how ideas are bettered. It's when you come together and brainstorm.
My phone number, so you'll be added there. And the point is that any information that comes our way,
we talents and startups. You know, before as a techie, before you can make a wave, before you can make any
affected in the general code base, so you can prefix with a hot fix. So this is one of the best practices.
So many of them turn out to volunteer for this event. That will tell you the level of awareness.
Let's put on the slide. We're introducing Mr. Daniel Chinagozie. He's CEO, Innovation Growth Hub. Mr. Daniel is the founder and CEO of Innovation Growth Hub, a startup business, technology, and creative incubation hub that provides mentorship, support services, community and co-work spaces to early growth startups. It is headquartered in Aba and has offices in Onitsha, Lagos, Umuahia, Nigeria. Before I call him up, it was in Aba 2016 that I first saw him. And that was the first tech event that I attended. I think it was called Startup South, if you remember. Okay, so I was there like one rookie. I didn't know nothing. And he came there with the likes of Anyedi, who works with Google now, and Hansen, that was this guy from Uyo. And there were other amazing guys, Google guys, Microsoft guys. I was like, in this Aba, oh dear, bro, that kind of thing. So let's call up to the stage Mr. Daniel Chinagozie.
Good morning, everyone. Only to have fun now. We there. Want to have fun now. Get away. I don't want to you know, so that it will be as if I'm not in Onitsha. Good morning. I want to say thank you to everyone that is here. I want to say thank you especially to the leadership of the GDG Onitsha. Please, if you're one of the leaders, volunteers, you're doing stuff for GDG, stand up on your feet and put your hands together for yourself. Everybody that was part of organizing this event, please stand up on your feet so that we can celebrate you. Are they all outside? Okay. Okay, please, the rest of us, okay, please, can we clap? Yeah, it's usually not easy to put together an event. It's tiring. Sometimes it's boring, especially when you're not making money from the event. When you're volunteering for the event, usually Dev Fest here starts, Dev Fest season starts from around September, October. Usually when after the developer leagues have gone for their regional event. This year's one was at Kigali. And it happened that I was in Kigali at the same time. So that was like the kickoff of Dev Fest season. You know, I attended that Dev Fest in Rwanda. And I noticed something. I noticed that a lot of young people are building and innovating. And most of the innovations we are doing, or most of the things we are doing, is still around building tech. And everybody, almost virtually everybody, now wants to plug into AI. Right? Yes. Have you noticed that? Yes. Because it's the in thing. AI for this, AI for that, AI for this, AI for that, AI for AI. Few years back, it was about blockchain. Who remember? Yes. NFT, blockchain for this, blockchain for that, blockchain for that.
Now, my simple question is, how has all this affected secondary cities like ours? You know, ours is a secondary city. The primary city
in Nigeria is like
Lagos, right? In Africa, the primary cities, they won't even call Abuja when they call African primary cities when it comes to tech. They call Lagos, they call Kigali, they call Nairobi, they call Accra, they call Cairo, they call Cape Town. They don't even call Johannesburg when it comes to technology. And we face opportunities where we want to build technology solutions. Most of us have technology skills, and these are technology skills. We're just following the trends that are detected from Silicon Valley. And immediately the trends are down in Silicon Valley. No investment is coming to that area again. We're out. We're not doing it again. But we have not come to ask ourselves, how has that trend affected our community? That's what I want to talk about. As Nwotu that you are, how has tech affected our nature as a community? How have I reduced, brother? That's why I made my journey into technology. I didn't start my career in technology. I started my career as a waste management expert, collecting waste from people's homes. I go to people's houses 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Clients' waste bags and waste bins. So when you pay, I try to lock you up with a 1-year contract. So I ask you to pay me 10,000 naira for a year or 1,000 naira monthly. So the people prefer to pay 10,000 naira for a year. They don't have to bother again. And then when you pay, I give you a waste bin and give you waste bags, enough waste bags. Sometimes I give you like 2 rolls, so you keep using. Okay, the month you don't pay, if I come twice, you don't pay, I will carry both my waste bags and your waste bin. You know, just imagine when they are packing your waste bin. If you have not paid, the day we are packing your waste bin, we'll drop your waste for you. So that site made people want to pay. So I had first client, second client. We grew from 7 to 10 to at some point we had more than 1,000 clients we were supporting, when we started. We were supporting hotels, banks, fast foods. So I was a waste collector. As in, I was pushing carts. And because I was collecting people's solid waste, they would call me that their toilets is filled up. And then I had contact of the people that had Oburunshi, that do the truck thing. So that's what man. That's how I made my first money. That's how I started. So what led me into technology was, I hope you like the story, right? Yeah, because you can start from wherever you are. Every time you tell yourself, I can start from wherever I am. Yes, wherever you are, it looks good. Looks pretty good. So, I had a slide prepared for you, but my designers swapped some things. So, I'm not using that slide. But you know what? After this time, we're all in the WhatsApp group, right? I'll drop the slide in the WhatsApp group so you can copy and paste. Use it to other places. As much as it lies within your power. Okay? I'm going to teach. My topic is actually going from local to global. Okay? That's my topic. She said some of the things I wanted to say, so I'm not going to say them again. Please, if you didn't hear her session, is this session being recorded? Okay, you're recording it. Please make sure we encapsulate these things, put them on YouTube, especially her session. Please, let's put our hands together for her. Amazing, amazing. Amazing, amazing. I'll be your friend, eh? I'll be your friend. I'll invite you to events. I'll make sure people talk about you. You are doing amazing. Anyone you've seen that is doing technology in the East or outside of Lagos and Abuja is my friend. You are my friend. Are you doing technology here? Then you're my friend. So, my story. I spoke to an investor because we wanted to buy trucks. Because we were using keke, we were using trucks. We were hiring other people's trucks. We wanted to buy trucks. We showed the numbers to the investor. See how we're going to do this. We're going to expand it from Owerri. We'll get to Aba. We'll get to Onitsha. We'll get to other places in Southeast. The numbers will upgrade. The investor told me, this is beautiful. But I'm not positioned to invest in the Southeast. If you want to do the same thing you are doing, but apart from doing waste management, I was also teaching people on entrepreneurship. And my training on entrepreneurship was simply my entrepreneurial journey, the story of my own entrepreneurship journey, okay? How I started my first business in the university, selling past questions, and then the lessons I learned being a student entrepreneur. So the investor had had me teach entrepreneurship, and his interest is on my entrepreneurship journey, my teaching people entrepreneurship and how we can grow. Indeed, leader, your voice is entering my mic. Thank you. So, it was what was captivating to him was me as an entrepreneur, me as a consultant helping businesses grow their businesses. Okay? He said, I want to invest, but I don't want to invest in the East. If you want my money, you have to move your business to Lagos. That's how I shut down. I didn't shut down immediately. That's how I moved to Lagos. The idea was, okay, go to Lagos, do what he wants, get the money, and then invest it back to the East. That's what I wanted to do. But when I got to Lagos, I was overwhelmed. And then few years, next year, 2011, I left 2010, 2011, the business was still growing in my absence because I had good staff, good team that were committed. We were sharing our vision of our company every day. Everybody knew we wanted to make sure the cities are clean. Our target was to make about the cleanest city in the world, but we wanted to start from on Owerri because it was easier. Because Aba was a bigger weight lift, Owerri was easier. Let's start from an easy place and then we'll go to the tough place. Do you get the picture? Yes, that's how you have to innovate if you want to do anything. Okay, you try it with GRA and then you now move into the dirty places. That's what we wanted to do. And then I moved to Lagos. 2011, Rochas Okorocha came and said, all private waste management companies, were shut down. We tried, it didn't work. We pushed, it didn't work. Spoke to them, it didn't work. When we now finally shut down was when one of their companies, when their people, Entraco, caught one of my drivers. And it was bad. Mine almost died. He didn't die. And I said, I can make the hair mad and one. Then I shut down, sold the equipment we had, and focused, saying, Alibo. I cut off. I said I was done. That's why I moved, stayed back in Lagos, focused in Lagos. For the next 4 or 5 years, I was doing everything in Lagos. I started a course in waste management competency course, training people. So all the Loma PSPs were inviting me to train their staff on waste management competency course. I had my own certification I got from International Solid Waste Association. I was doing everything, beautiful things, until I attended an event at CC Hub 2014. And then I found that people were doing stuff in tech locally, but nobody was doing it for our community. Nobody was doing it for Aba, Onitsha, Umuahia. Everything was Lagos. And I knew that a lot of people were suffering the same fate I suffered. If you want investment, come to Lagos. Have you heard that before? Yeah, so I said I was going to put an end to that. I didn't know I was going to be taking a risk. I was going to take a risk that was going to take me away from my family, from my children. But I wanted to do it. Okay? I wanted to give you opportunity, give people opportunity to experience global growth from the confines of our home. I wanted to give people opportunity to say some of the things you said. If I trace the lineage of everybody doing technology in Alibo today, it's somehow connected to those decisions we made years back. Because what we did was we started running events in the East. I went to a friend of mine that was a Google partner. I said, you know what? Let's go. You are doing Google digital skills in Lagos, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. I said, let's do it in Alibo. I said, no, we don't have trainers there. I said, let me be trainer. Daniel, your Oga. So which kind of Oga? Please give me something. Let me go. So started doing Google digital skills training. Started doing quite a lot of other things to get people engaged, to get people to start learning technology, get people to start learning opportunities in technology. And one thing I found out was that there are two paradigms, the third world paradigm and the first world paradigm. The third world paradigm is us. For example, data. Data, right? Data. The thing they finish, right? Like you are watching video, you are checking, my data is finished, You will join an interesting conversation. At the middle of the conversation, your data will finish. And you don't have plan to recharge again. Chai, my data is about to finish. You'll be commenting on. You notice things like that, right? But there's a first world paradigm. People in this world, that there's nothing like, they don't know that data used to finish. The same way you see day and night, that's the same way you see data. The same way there is brightness everywhere. You can't measure this brightness, right? That's the way they can measure their data. And because they are in communities like that, because they are in spaces like that, they innovate better than you. They have access to opportunities better than you. They can decide to do an online course. Just imagine you pay for Netflix, and you're also thinking about the data you use. Now my data is finishing. This is chopping my data. It's as if you're paying 3 times, right? So smart TV. Some of us are using our smart TVs the same way our parents use their box TV. Nothing is smart about your TV, just that you're having the rep that you have a smart TV. Like for example, this is a smart TV, right? But we're not using it as a smart TV. We're still using cord, HDMI cable. But that same TV, this same TV can, because so it limits the way we innovate. So what I want to do differently to us is, how can we leverage the trends that have happened in technology over the years to innovate in our city? I know some of us will be thinking, I'll tell you how to get jobs abroad. Some people will tell you, she has said it, okay? But I have it in my slide, how you get jobs abroad. Number one, everybody understand that, please, as much as it lies within your power, make sure you have an earning that comes to you as a tech person in foreign currencies, US dollars. Try, work hard. Apart from our regular day-to-day Chibozobo, have money coming to you, okay? One of the foundations you need to lay if you want to play in that space, you need to be borderless, limitless in your thinking. That's the first thing. You need to understand that the technology world is one. There's really no difference between you and the person in Silicon Valley. Because if you are hired by a company in Silicon Valley to build something as a UI UX developer, as a product designer, if you have other product design team members that are in Silicon Valley, they give you people on the same Slack channel, you people are getting the same roles. It's the same Git you push to that he pushes to. Hallelujah. So you need to understand that there is a borderless world, and remove it from your head. Stop thinking that your data will finish. Because I want to help you learn how to innovate. Make the investment. Go and look for unlimited broadband internet that you pay once a month. Which one? Find one. There are a lot in Onitsha. There's even one that operates from our office, Connect Broadband. Yes, you go to their location, they will come install it for you. There are two locations you need to have it, in your office and in your house. Or easily work from a co-workspace that has unlimited internet, and then have one in your house. Why? Because you're trying to innovate, you are trying to compete with people that are within the same ecosystem at the global level, and they are your colleagues. It's insult that I get you a job for a US company and you say my data guru. Like today, like today, my slide delayed because someone that my staff have been bombarding him with a lot of work. I forgive him, but he was meant to finalize my slide this morning. And then when I called him in the morning, said, "Guy, have fun." I said, "My fuel finished. I went to go and buy fuel." That one is already enough challenge. It's within what we can control right now, right? But with the one of data, you can control it, right? Then the next thing is payment. I don't want to send you $. You say, I don't have how to collect money. And Payoneer is not working. This one is not working. No. Don't do that. Solve the problem of payment. Can I tell you how? Yes. Global banking. See, the world has been structured in such a way that global banking accepts everyone. They don't care where you are from. But this should be, because we carry a green passport and our name of our country is Nigeria. And anytime you put anything and you put Nigeria, a lower Ghana somehow. Have you noticed that? It happens to us. But I'm unapologetically Nigerian. I traveled the world. I've been to 29 countries of Africa. And when of the world, totally, my Asia, my US, my Europe, I've been to like 6 European countries. I traveled the world. And when I traveled the world, I introduced myself as Daniel Chinagozie, the founder of CEO of Innovation Growth Hub, with our headquarters in Aba. Aba is a small city that is predominantly small businesses. We believe in using technology to grow small businesses. That's why we started innovating. And our innovation is around using technology to support the small businesses that are in our community and the things they love. We also incubate startups, and these startups are startups that are geared towards doing the same thing we believe in. And I tell you about my story. I tell you that Aba is called Enyimba City because it's a city of elephants. Anything, I tell the story, and then they are wild to my story. But when it comes to paying me, if I give them GT Bank or Zenith Bank, they won't pay me. It will be difficult. And I ask you to give me your PayPal account. You say your PayPal does not receive money from Nigeria, right? If you are using your Nigerian account, they won't pay you. But there are blessings the Lord has given to us that can help you thrive. There are platforms. Please, we need to increase our GDG Umuahia on a WhatsApp group today. All the people that attended, please bring them in. It's a community. That's how communities grow. People that came, drop link. Okay, I'll drop links to you tonight. 4 platforms, 4 websites. You can. Okay, I will even give you some where you can go and register a business. It will cost you less than $200. Yes, and you register a business in the US. That register, incorporate. They will give you an address, and then they will help you open bank account. They will give you access to a phone number. They will give you access to an email address that originates from that, such that you are an entity. It's legal. It's not illegal. It's not an illegal. I won't do anything illegal. I've never done Yahoo. I've never thought of Yahoo. I won't even do it. Okay? It's legal. Open an entity. You have it in Nigeria. Also have a company in the US. Get payments. Are you hearing me at all? Yes. You are above 18. Register a company in the US. Process your bank account. They will give you card, and those cards you can use it virtual to make payments. I tell you to pay for something in dollars. You say, $1 dollar. Man, you're a global citizen. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Okay, borderless payments. Set up a business. I wanted to give you that website. I had it somewhere. Okay, I'll drop it in the group. CorporateBesties.com. Which other website? There are 2 of them. I'll give it to you. I'll drop it in the WhatsApp group. Okay? Corporate Besties. Yeah, bestie, like my bestie. Yeah. And then the other one is Go Nomad. Yes, GoNomad.Africa. Go Nomad. Go Nomad. 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 Go Nomad.Africa. Yes. Hello. Go there. Pay money. They help you open your company. Register. They help you process your tax. They help you with cities. Don't go and say you want your company to be in New York. Respect yourself. If you're in the US, you're in the US. Choose. They will give you cities or states that have low taxes. Because you're a company, you'll be paying tax. Every year you pay like $100. Not much. Are you with me? Are you with me? You are going to try to do it. And I'm going to mentor you through the process of doing it. And as we do it, we'll support each other to grow. That's where I want to start. Then, another gift the Lord has given to us. Hello? I don't like noise. It's the gift of VPN and VPX. See, guy, at some point you are providing service to someone, and you are providing a genuine service. They don't necessarily need to know that you are providing it from Onitsha. Especially if you have registered a US company, you wake up during their time, you have advertised your services as a US company. And when you are providing that service, you should provide that service from your virtual office. You need to set up a virtual office. You need to learn the process. It will take you time. You build it. Okay? If you can't do it alone, you form yourselves in 2s or in 3s or 4s and set up businesses. Okay? This thing is a journey we as IG Hub, we are going to help a number of people take from next year. We are designing it as a product. People will walk in, will help set them up as, global companies. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. Then another thing that is important for you to go global is outsourcing. Your skills, the same skills you have, people have need of it. So put your word out there so that people can get you to provide those services. Okay? It's very important Okay. At this point, I'm going to stop and ask you to follow me on Twitter. Open your Twitter. Follow Daniel Chinagozie. Daniel. If you want, you can follow the IG Hub at Twitter too. On Instagram at Daniel Chinagozie too. Follow me. So that when you snap a picture, you tweet it and I will retweet and follow you back. Okay? Another thing that is important is, okay, I'm going to stop here and move to how you can, I've told you how you can get your money outside, right? Another thing that is important is the same model that Andela did. What Andela did when they started was basically one person was looking out for jobs from platforms like Fiverr, freelancer.com and all that. And when they get the jobs, they bring in people to do the jobs. For example, I'm able to do skill arbitrage, okay? I aggregate the people that have different skills. I go look for the job. Like, for example, she has content marketing for Web3. I just take her CV and package it very well and put it in my profile. She's a product designer. I get her CV and package it very well. He's a developer, DevOps, right? Okay? I get his CV and package very well. I get your CV and package very well. And then I go out there and say, I run an agency of developers, Web3, big. And then me, I can't write a line of code. And I get the job. I bring them. They do the job. They pay us money. They pay who? And I pay them. So I can get like 10 jobs. And then different people are doing it. Arbitrage, skill arbitrage. You need to do that. Go to Upwork, go to Fiverr, set up businesses, translation services, video production. See, even as easy as writing. You know, ChatGPT is writing for you right now, right? But some people don't even know that ChatGPT can write for them. So you get jobs from them, you use ChatGPT to write it. After writing it, you use ChatGPT to rewrite it. You know how you can use ChatGPT to write? After it's fine, you tell ChatGPT, rewrite this thing for me to make it sound like, and then you rewrite it for you, and then you package it. You use another app to do, and then you send to the person. Wow, these Nigerians are good. And then they pay me in dollars and I pay you in naira. Hallelujah. Information marketing. There are platforms. Now, I started from, in case there are people here that are not developers. I know this is dev first. But there are people here that are not developers. Raise up your hand. You are not a developer. Yeah, I started from all of you guys. Then I'm going to now go to the developers. In 2 minutes, then I leave. Information marketing. There are platforms where you can get access to information, content, global content. And then you write it. You get private label right. There's something called private label right. That means someone will give you right to his content, his videos, his write-ups. And then you rewrite it, you reward it if you want to. Sometimes some people don't even rewrite it. And then they publish it on Amazon. And then they market it. And then they get paid. And because you have a US company, your Amazon pay goes to your US company. And then there are platforms that you can now use, like AfriX and all that, to move your money from your US company back to Nigeria. Hallelujah. Yes. So you need to set yourself up properly. And then, faceless content creation. People need content to be created for them. He's here. Okay, tell him, give me 10 minutes. Yeah, the person, I'm speaking in Omahia, deaf first. So, I'm driving out now. Okay? So, I'm concluding. So, faceless content creation. Find content creation jobs. Your voices. Some people have very beautiful voices. My team in Onitsha did a video yesterday, and then they shared it with me. I noticed that the voice was AI voice. See, you mean in the whole of Onitsha when they look at Toronto? So there are people. Some of you have beautiful voices. You notice that your voice is deep. If you talk to a woman with your voice, she will just agree. And you are just using it for only talking to women. And you're not using it to make money. Don't you know there are voices that you use to check in a woman and it's easier? Hello. My name is Daniel Chinagozie. Those voices should be used for content creation. Okay, you don't get it. Okay, because I use women and in the church, let me use another thing. There are voices you use and sell a product and it will sell. Okay, she agrees. Because I say, you need to do voiceovers. You need to do it. Globally, people are looking for African voices. It's not everybody that wants AI voice. Some people want real voices, real African voices. Okay? So, how do we innovate for our city and build solutions? Because I want us to start leveraging the trends that have passed and the ones that are coming to build something locally. You must leverage this community. Stop doing things just on your own. I know you are good. You are getting jobs and you are making money. That's the only thing you can do. You are doing the same thing your fathers did. The same thing your fathers did in Onitsha main market is what you are doing in tech. That's true. My wife, in our house, we don't use that word. But should I use it? Okay, it's unacceptable. You can't do the same thing your father did in Ogbete, in Onitsha main market, and you bring it to tech. You have a company because you are a full stack developer. You can do the front end and back end. You finish it and you ship it, and you think you're doing well. You are not doing well. You are dying. You can't build global organizations alone. You can't do it alone. Stop doing this thing. It's not a shop. It's not shading on Onitsha main market. Build, like, for example, yesterday was the first time I'm coming to IG Hub Onitsha this year. It runs without me. I don't even know what's happening most times. I'm telling you. Guys, I must say, we must build companies. Stop building shop. And then get what of one boy, someone that helps you do the login page, and then you do the main ones. No, don't do that. So let's innovate for our city. Let me take it down a bit. Number one, you need to identify a problem or opportunity. Walk around. When you're walking around on it, be identifying a problem. Note the things that are issues. Like, for example, yesterday I noticed that transportation is still a serious issue in Onitsha. We've not solved the issue of mass transportation in Onitsha. Okay? Nigeria, but Onitsha mostly. It's easier in some cities. Like last night I wanted to step out. I couldn't leave the hotel. Since I drove into this place, I've not been able to leave here. I wanted to drive out to go and visit my staff that the wife had a baby. I wanted to book a ride. I can't book a ride. I can't do anything. Unless someone had to save me from iJob yesterday to bring me here. Because he called someone that brought his car to come and carry me. You have not solved the problem. So identify a problem. Start understanding the needs and the challenges. What do people need? What's the challenge in Onitsha? People are hungry. People don't have jobs. People's businesses are dying. People are becoming former big men. Have you noticed it? A lot of former big men. How do we solve the problem of people becoming former big men? You now start thinking. From there, you start researching and gathering information. Don't do it alone. Form a team. You people agree. We want to solve this problem. You can do it within GDG or within IGOP community or within any community. You say, this group want to solve this problem. And give yourself time. Don't be in a hurry. You must not do it in 1 month. Start gathering information. Start researching. Okay? Then, gather information. Conduct research. Ask questions. And then do extensive research. The next thing, seek feedback. Share prototype. Come up with a prototype. Do brainstorming sessions. Now, let me teach you how to brainstorm. You have a sheet, flip chart, or you have post-it notes, and then you ask questions within a team of 5 to 6 people. You don't brainstorm alone. You need other people, smart people, other smart heads. And then you people start bringing up points. How do we do this? Every idea that comes out in a brainstorming section is correct. No idea is wrong. I hope you understand. Gather as much as possible, and then you start streamlining. You need a product designer, you need a back-end developer, you need a front-end developer. You need an expert in the industry. Someone that is, if it's transportation you want to solve, you need to look for people that are already in the transportation business. You need to look for people in the car selling business. You need to look for people in any other industry around it. You need to look for someone in finance. Bring them in a group, in a meeting. You can use 1 whole day or 2 days to do a brainstorming session. And then buy tea, buy biscuit, buy chewing-gum, buy sweet, put everything on the table, buy cola, buy bitter cola, buy orgy, buy everything, keep it. And then people are brainstorming. You get those ideas together from people. After it, you give it to a product designer. Product designers in the house, stand up. Stand. If you're a product designer, stand. Only one person. No. Don't clap. Are you in this furniture? I'm fighting you already. I'm fighting you. You can't be a lone winner. I can't know one thing alone 1 month. Another person doesn't know it. Product design is teaching them Canva and Figma, and then teach them agile methodology and all that. Or is it not? Okay, let's have a deal. I'll organize a product design class. For the first one, I'll pay you so that you're not distracted. And then we'll call people that want to learn product design. You are teaching today, right? In your session, anybody that is interested, we can get the first 10 people. This one now, we are going to do it together. So we can get 10 product designers, because you can't innovate without a product designer, a product developer. That's why we're not innovating. That's the problem. There are very few. And if you check now, all her work she's doing for people abroad. Or people, is it not? Exactly. So you need a product designer in the room that will take everything you have gotten from a brainstorming section and start putting it into a product, something that looks like a product. It's very important. Okay? You have to enter into a product, and then developers will start developing, building iterations, and then start testing, start getting feedback, develop a detailed plan, and then build a solid team. My special essay. Welcome. That's essay to the governor on innovation. Okay. So, welcome. So when you have built a team, now how do you build a team? Because you didn't start it alone. The people that worked with you during all through that process, different areas. So you need to decide areas of problems you want to solve. You can't solve all the problems. You choose one, and then it gets to the market. When you have an MVP launch, don't be scared. People just talk. Even if it's bad, let it be there. Okay? Then you get information from people, and then you iterate. You keep building. Don't be in a hurry to say you don't have money to launch. No, launch. Make your mistakes. Get feedbacks. Go back, relaunch. Okay? Implement. Then start doing marketing. Hello? The best way to do marketing in Onitsha is in churches. Write letter to all the churches you know. Church by church, they give you 5 minutes in their church. You preach the product. How do you preach your product? You tell them, we have been praying to solve a particular problem of transportation in Onitsha. And the Lord gave us an idea. Hallelujah. See, let me tell you, it's the Lord though, because the Lord said, Bible said, the Lord works in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Is it not? The will is the ideation. The do is the coding of his good pleasure. And we have been praying, and the Lord gave us an idea how to solve the problem of transportation in Anambra State. And during this product, the Lord also gave us men whose hearts he has touched. That's your team. And we have been able to build this. And for it to grow, we need to make sure it comes to the community and serve the people. So if you have a smartphone in the church, praise the Lord, please bring it out and go to Play Store or iStore. And please, we want you to download this app and register. When you want to leave the church today, there are a number of drivers outside. Please use this app to the glory of Lord. We have decided that we'll pay all the tithes that come from this product to the expansion of God's kingdom. You put here like church. You know why? Church is the only organized community we have in Alibo. Church by church, church by church, church by church. You plan it. You plan out all the churches. If people are 10 in your team, you will share yourself 2-2. Okay, when this person is on top preaching, The other one is following up, going around. If anybody has any problem, raise your hand. My team members will help you. They will go around and make sure they install, make sure they register. By the time you do it in 6 months, the difference will be clear. You need to start innovating today. Start thinking of how to solve problems. It might not take traction immediately, but let it be that you have products, services, problems, solution to problems, and thank God Chinwe is here. She's going to share with you some of the things the government is doing to support innovation. And make sure you get her email address. Immediately you build something that looks good, email her, send it to her, tweet at her. She must give you support. She's committed to doing it. She has been doing it. She will do it. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So innovating from home is important. It's very, very important we innovate from home. And then despite the fact we're building borderless, and then you test, you implement, you communicate, and then you get into an incubation program. Get into an incubation program that helps you structure your business properly. Okay? Structure your business properly. And when you have started making revenue and you have gained traction, and then you want to do real expansion, and then your money can no longer carry you, then and only then should you think in terms of raising money. The first thing to do is not to raise money, rather to get your product out there. Have I communicated? Who is going to do some of the things I mentioned today? Raise up your hand if you're going to do it. Okay. If you don't do it, I'll come after you. Okay. I would have taken question, but there's no time. Okay, I'll take 2. Question. See, there's no question. Do you have one? Okay, free.
Thank you. So a question that I had in mind, you said you're the CEO of Innovation Growth Hub, and I would like to ask, how does one become a member of the Innovation Growth Hub? Because there are a couple of things that I would like to ask you after now, but I think that would be an easier way to just reach you.
So what we have done in the cities we opened up IG Hub after we opened up Aba was to open the space so that innovators within the community will actually come and curate what they want to see happen there. Do you understand what I mean? Like, for example, when we opened the Innovation Growth Hub in Aba, I was there. I was mentoring, I was coaching. So when we opened in Onitsha, our idea was such that innovators within Onitsha will use this space and solve the problem within their cities. It wasn't necessarily for us to come and be doing the same thing, but when innovators weren't coming, so what we did was that we have a global team in IG Hub, okay? All the teams are connected, Aba, Onitsha, Asaba, Umuahia, all of them are connected into one. We have programs and activities. Before we found out that we were at the point of skills development. Our cities at that point were at the point of skills development. We needed people to learn skills and all that, okay? But right now, we are beyond the point of skills development. We have skills already here. We are at the point of solving local problems and taking them global. So we can work together, okay? Especially people who are in this town, people within Alibo. Me, my interest is usually within Alibo, okay? We find how to do stuff with what you have, with the skill set you have, find the people who can address, find problems who can solve. I want you people to leave this dev first, identifying a number of problems we want to solve in the city, and then we can walk through how to support. Yes. There is Solution Innovation District in Oka. Okay. Okay. Okay, we can work together on that. Eh? Okay. Okay. Okay.
You recommended opening a US-based company and using a US bank account. And I was wondering, because I get this question often, I personally have, those things. But I know there are companies like GegPay and Gray and stuff that give people in Nigeria US-based accounts, and those are the things I've been recommending to people when they ask me. So I was wondering, is there an advantage to having, besides the extra convenience, to having a US-based account and company, which comes with tax implications, 300 per year, I think. Yeah, Delaware. So yeah, that's my question.
The only advantage is that you are guaranteed that all your payment gets paid. You can work for a company in Estonia and it's easier for them to pay you in your US account. If you ask them to pay in Nigeria, like I did a project for a company in Egypt, it took a while before they told me they want to pay me in Nigeria because I did the project in Nigeria. It took me 6 months to get my money. Do you understand? What I did was that I finally had to get a friend of mine in Egypt. They paid it to the person's company, and then when my friend was coming, he paid me cash. Now, it's difficult to transact within Africa. So, but it's easy for us to pay a company in US, almost from everywhere. So usually I recommend US and UK because these are easy because of the global, they are like the global financial headquarters somehow. So the advantage is that ease of payment. Another advantage could be the brand. Like when you put your company and you put a US address and you put a US phone number, people take you more seriously. There are certain people that will take you more seriously than that. But I won't use Innovation Growth Hub. Innovation Growth Hub is my local and Nigerian African company. If I want to do, there are certain businesses I would want to do. I want you to know I'm Nigerian. I'm an Aba company. Do you get the picture? So I'm not saying that's the only business you want to do. I'm doing this thing for payment, banking possibilities, so that I have possibilities of doing business and all that. The other advantages it can bring and disadvantages too. Okay, tax, you pay tax, yes. $500. It's cheaper now, it's like $200. Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay, I get what you're saying. So what she's saying, there are companies that can help you collect your payment, right? That you don't need to open your own company. That's given. There are platforms you can use and get your payment. That's given. But me, I'm speaking as a business person. If I want to get projects, if I want to do businesses at global level, okay, I will need, like if you're a developer and you want to get your money, you use individual money. But me as a company, I want to do business and get my money. Like for example, I'm managing 5, 10, 15, 20 developers, okay? I won't use DeckPay, all those guys for my business because I'll be paying them for every payment I get, service charges. I rather set up my own company. It also increases my ability to travel, help people get visa, because if you are a staff of that company, it's easy for me to help you get access to travel and all that. Do you understand? I'm thinking, you get it? Thank you. Please, you need to share with people some of those platforms you also use in getting money, okay? You are in DGG WhatsApp group. Please, don't, people in that WhatsApp group be sharing opportunities, okay? Thank you, and God bless.